Okay, here we are, back to where we started the session. Explore the Grave Hoard. Ah, okay, so now we're here, where this giant machine was. Cool. Okay, let's go. I feel like we're going to be reaching the next tier of machines very soon. These like thunder jaws and all that kind of shit.
The snow's got a bite out here.
I'm not 100% sure which way I need to go, but I think it's showing me downwards. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy.
Look out below!
Yeah, Okay, well, straight in with the combat. And we've got our red eye watchers. Corrupted watchers, okay. I think if I take the watch route first, that'd probably be a good idea. I forget if Corrupted watchers can be taken out with one move here. I'll wait for it. And we just got to hope that it's enough. And it is. Good. Okay. And I think these two are the only other people here, so...
That does it. Time to take a look around the room.
I think they're dead. Alrighty. Now, there's some data points and stuff to find here, so let's get to that. Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 at least.
Battle. Frozen in ice and time.
Okay, I'm gonna have to find that one because it disappeared from the menu. This one.
Titan inbound, same play as Akron. Base defense locks it down. We engage, sever the limbs, blast out the fountains.
Another day in the life. Record time, we close. Anti-MRB on point. Hoorah!
Yep, some serious war going on here. Well, they all died in the end by the looks of things.
Say again, Lieutenant.
They got through. Titan is through the defenses. Still on approach.
Whatever it was, doesn't seem to have turned out very well.
A live one. And he's pissed.
We got no mobility in here. It'll punch right through us.
We hold the hedge at all costs. Then push back out.
Are you getting this, Silence? Silence?
Silence is silent. What a surprise. Okay, we've got a couple more.
Looks like quite an enduring victory we put our foot in today. Contact in 30 seconds.
Hey, think that's enough time for Sobeck to finish Zero Dawn?
I gotta say, it's been an honor to serve beside these tanks.
Here it comes.
Brace for contact!
Silence, you getting this?
What is it?
All these soldiers. They died here.
People die all the time. I'll keep going and find something interesting.
Wow. Silence is not impressed. I think there was at least one more, right? I swear there was one more. Okay, I was sure there was, but I guess I've listened to them all. There's this bit along the side that I'll check just in case. Nope. Okay. Moving on. Oh, this looks cool. In the belly of the beast.
Must have been where the soldiers slept. Like the lodge in Mother's Heart, I guess.
Okay, we've got a few here again.
Log. Third Battle of California Marine. The swarm came in from the Pacific, and I don't know if it was the local Minutemen or the crazy 15th, but they'd set the garbage patch alight. Man, the sea was on fire. That stuff was... The first wave of bots came in covered in burning sludge. It bought us an hour or two of slaughtering them on the beaches before the swarm recalculated. We pulled them inland, back through the Kalmar sprawl. Dropped buildings on them, EMP'd the grid. Standard operating procedure. The last time I was in California, I was 5, 6. The light was like that vintage social net filter that was everywhere in the 40s.
40s. The 2040s.
Log. First battle of the eastern seaboard wall. Had a long run up to it. This was before Kalmar, and projections were a lot worse for the east. For 3 weeks, we kept getting scrambled out to some coastal burg to train Minutemen. It was always raining on account of Europe already being torched. Block after block of prefab barracks. They were still printing barracks right up until the hour the main force hit. The Minutemen? We ran combat drills with them in the streets where they'd lived, trying to pretend they might live to die somewhere else if they paid attention. Nothing worse than the ones who actually bought into it. Hopeful, pestering us with questions about Zero Dawn like we know something they don't. I swear, the more we do this, the more like the bots we are. Except they learn from every fight. And us? I'm not so sure.
Yeah, so I guess this whole segment is leading up to us finding out just what Zero Dawn is.
Recalls, I've been instructed to remind you of Article 115 of base policy regarding unauthorized use of processor cycles. Specifically 115C. Any holographic simulation not directly related to operational training or efficiency. Consider yourself reminded and enjoy your gaming.
Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast on active duty. 4 months with the wrecking recalls. I don't know, 20 drops.
Almost missed this.
In and out of the West Coast, fighting with these civilian enlistees, scrappy guys and gals. Their training is basically, here's a DEW. When you see a bot, hit it. But somehow it's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down a horse at Lithium Beach. Pulled out before its buddies arrived, but to see a big one go down. I hope you made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're gonna have a shot at turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs. Then everything will be the way it used to be.
Man, I'm so curious.
I know it's been days, honey. I'm so sorry. Deployments are getting real long and tougher every time. The swarm's getting better at predicting us. Less of us now. And we have to put in 10 times the work for everyone gone. Like a family business on hard times, only... this isn't my family. It's not with you. I still try to see you. The life we had in the eyes of the people out there. I remember when they were glad to see us.
Guess they were
When they
used to it.
still had hope. It all seems to be slipping away. I don't even recognize the places we're defending. The only thing I know I'm still fighting for is... you. For Zero Dawn to turn this around. Or whatever the hell that is.
They're just teasing it more and more and more and more. So obviously one thing I'm trying to do is when I'm listening to these recordings, I'm trying just to not kind of just be stationary. But as you can see, when you progress down the storyline path, Aloy's lines kind of mix with the audio points and stuff. So I'll try to just make sure her voice doesn't overlap. So I'll probably not move around very much when I'm listening to these. Okay, it's another tier of... Assuming we've got one or two more in here. No? Yep. Oh, okay, this is a different kind of notebook. Alright. Corporal Sarai. Looking back, I thought 64 was shaping up to be a pretty good year. No more drinking and no more mercenary sec work. Stripping offshore wind farms for the OEZ. Just me and a plasma cutter, 400 feet above sea level. Then I got the recall alert. Read them up on a turbine, in the smell of cooking ozone. They covered every angle. Better pay, amnesty for Combine wars you'd fought in. Guaranteed citizenship. We should have thought, okay, what's the catch? But what we did think was, I guess we're better than the bots after all. Big talk from Jerez about pride and duty. Smart guy. He was right. I'd been proud to be a US soldier. I jumped at the chance to be one again. And look what I landed in. I think there's a second one here. Yeah. It's another written one. Okay. Last night we got talking about D-Day 55. I was a kid then, only a few years out of boot camp. General assembly in a drone hangar. Summer and the sky was bare. The heat was killer. They say US human combat forces are being disbanded. All automated now. We're last cycle's tech. Out like the old net. 1 million more on basic. In a century recession. Could be you'll help build the new robots that took your jobs. Or if you know how to handle a power suit, you could find a place that still uses manual labor. Maybe in the OEZ, or China, where you're not our problem. Low suicide risk, it said in my discharge file. It's just always with these bits, I'm just so, like...
Just one bed. Maybe they're war chief's room.
Paranoid about potentially missing one. It'd be annoying if there's like 5 in a room and I only see 4. I mean, in general, I think the game makes it fairly clear. As long as you go into the room, there's a very high chance you'll find them all. But there's always that risk that you miss one. And if you end up going like 2-3 hours ahead, then you're basically not going to be able to see it. So that would be a bit of a shame. But I think I've got them all so far. Because I've made my best attempt to. Deeper down the rabbit hole we go.
Red light. Guess that means no power.
Okay. At first I thought there was a fork in the road, but good.
These wires must run to the power source.
It's still just cool that this is an ancient door. I just like that. It's just not something that I've experienced too much in the games I've played.
Whatever powered this door should be close by.
Okay. I'll go across this bit first. I probably have to do...
I've seen one of these since I was a little kid.
Ah,
Must
okay.
be some kind of code.
Oh wow, we have a
Maybe
puzzle.
I should try scanning objects in this area.
That's interesting. I don't think we've had a puzzle of this type the entire game. Well,
Useful
damn.
information.
Shows require settings to nearby Halo locks. Okay. Ah, okay, right. My bad. It's okay, so it's not too big a puzzle here. I was expecting something a bit more elaborate. And a bit of that.
3 power lines, resources. That makes 1.
Okay. Well, that's a start. Whoa. Error detected. Okay, so this one maybe is a little more elaborate.
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy expectations.
Okay, north, east, west, and south. North and... No, that's not the one. North, east. That's not east. It's that other one, because I have to turn it back to confuse me. West. And south.
That's 2. One more.
Mensa, where you at? Get me in there, man. This is some crazy IQ skills here. Okay. Yeah. So they didn't make it too mentally taxing here.
Okay, that did it. Sounds
There we
like
go.
that did it.
3 of 3. Now we can head back. There were those 2 guys hanging around right at the start. I don't know where all these buddies are, but...
Tools being used. No voices.
There we go.
No eclipse. Must be another way.
There is my answer.
Parasite. I wonder what it's for.
Okay. An ancient suit of armor lies in a ruin of the old ones. Visible but out of reach. Well, that's interesting. Ah, okay, so that's all the way over there. Fine. I guess once we're out of here, we'll take a look at it again. But let's just continue with this. Yes, okay. Here we go.
It's them, all right. They're
Yes,
not looking for
sir.
answers, just weapons.
know what? I'm not going to tag him. It's more fun when you don't. I'm still enjoying this. I think one of them's still alive. Yep. Not anymore. Oh. Whew. That was supremely accurate. Yeah, have some of that. If you just want to jump up here, that's what you're going to get. Ah, he's in an awkward position. There we go. You guys gonna try your luck here or what? I don't think they are. There you go. Oh, what? This put me in a really bad position. There we go. I thought that proximity one was close enough. There we go. That helped to some extent. Wow. There it is. Now, what happens with this? Can I pick him up again? Yeah, definitely set it off. Alright. Got myself a heavy weapon as well. I was trying to...
Try me now.
I'll explore a little bit first. Don't know if we've got data logs and stuff in here as well. It's a good chance we could. Took no damage? Well, okay, I took a tiny bit of damage. Okay.
I'd have to ditch something.
I think I will ditch some things. So let me have a little look in here. I have 3 skill points and I've got to use them. So I think fast reload is really useful. I've got to do that. Craft additional ammo from the same amount of resources. Cool as well. Machine repair. Hoarder. Dismount strike. Repair plus. They're all really good abilities and I want them all. But I think fast reload is probably going to be useful at this stage. There's going to be a lot of combat. So I'll do that. Okay. Now. Okay. We can move on. Keep trying to check every room looking place that I find. Okay, right, this entire area is definitely finished. I don't need to be cautious. And I definitely can't take the Deathbringer down with me, which is a shame. But I think I'm done. Okay, I'm happy to continue. I guess at this stage with all the metal shards I have, I can just buy more outfits, I think. Wow. Well, there you go. I mean, I saw like a white kind of marked area, and that's usually how you know that's something to jump onto, but because like jumping and that kind of traversal makes up such a small amount of this game, it's just usually you kind of snap to things, so it's not that hard to miss a jump. I mean, this looks pretty obvious that you just do that, but where's the next jump from here? Surely it's across to that bit. It's like clearly marked. Either I've got to take a run up. There you go. Okay. I guess I jumped too casually. Fair enough. There we go. Take two.
Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast on active duty. 4 months with the wreck and recalls, fighting with these civilian enlistees, scrappy guys and gals. It's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down a horse. I hope you made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs.
Yeah, it's the same thing we heard last time.
Ames, I know I mail you too much. I'm just proud of what you're doing. Everyone back home is. We got moved inland 10 kilometers, just as a precaution, they say. School's still in session, so I get to keep my eye on Andres and Reggie. We never know where or when you're fighting, but when the VTOLs go over, all the kids run out and wave. I believe in you. I know nothing's ever gonna be the same, but I believe in you. I believe in us. Ames, I don't even know if you're alive anymore.
Oh boy.
The mails I get from you, they say they're from you, but they don't sound...
That's why.
They sound recycled. Phrases put together, and you don't say anything about the news I pass on.
That's
The
messed up.
containment zone, the rebreathers, the rioting, One Earth. What happened in the Dallas bubble, Ames, that wasn't the robots. They won't even give me a straight answer when I demand to know if you're still alive. They just say if your messages keep coming, then you're still operational.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
not fair, Ames. It's not fair that you won't be with me when the lights go out. I love you.
That's so sad.
Oof. Man, that's rough. Edited and approved too.
I know it's been days, honey. I'm so sorry. Deployments are getting real long. We have to put into work for everyone. Like a family business. I still see you in the eyes of the people out there. They were glad to see us. They still had hope. I'm still fighting for you.
Fucking hell.
Status report. 9th Mechanized Response Brigade, Commanding Officer Lieutenant Fiona Morrell. Unit morale continues to be adversely impacted by outbound engagements against the Faro plague, especially when said engagements occur in sectors where civilian guard enlistees have been heavily engaged. The scope and nature of fatalities suffered by civilian guard and unarmed civilians in these sectors defy description. And witnessing it is generating a pervasive sense of hopelessness in the unit. Accordingly, I once again request that deployments of the 9th MRB be temporarily refocused on facilities that are mission critical to Project Zero Dawn. And once again, I request an immediate update on the status of Project Zero Dawn's timeline.
A minute ago I saw that we were on... Okay. We're almost at the bottom floor, which is where I assume the answers are going to be. But that's some messed up stuff, man. Sending these kind of AI automated responses to people's loved ones to make them think that their loved ones are still alive. That is messed up. It actually reminds me of a Black Mirror episode. If anyone hasn't seen the TV series Black Mirror before, it's on Netflix. I definitely recommend you guys giving it a watch. It's about, like, I think the most overarching theme is technology. And just the different ways in which it could potentially affect our lives in the future and stuff. And one episode, I think it's in season 1, is about a woman who loses her husband. I think it's her husband. It's been a long time since I watched it. But there's this company that kind of offers a service where you basically have a kind of android version of your loved one that you can kind of have delivered to your house. And they look and sound and feel exactly the same as the real life person did. And there's this very complicated AI and algorithms to make them say the same things they would have said and do the same things they would have done and stuff. And that whole episode is just about her and dealing with that. And how can it really replace someone that you truly knew and lost and that kind of stuff. So it's a very interesting episode.
No space.
And that whole thing reminded me of that. So if you've never seen Black Mirror before, I definitely recommend giving it a go.